Chapter 9 Professor at the Troubled University of Paris. While Thomas Aquinas studied and taught in the colony, the University of Paris was in chaos in the year 1252, where the university had its most complex period of medieval university. This university, as mentioned before, to acquire independence and autonomy, had conflicts, strikes, and clashes in which dead students. There was the general strike, where the university had to split 2 years. To Orleans is declared. This university was led by clerics, not lay people, because they were coming to study, and regular professors refusing the university environment. To start life in the city for the teachers and students, two solutions to the teacher salary or benefits, and the students had a scholarship or benefits. Talking about salary, the teachers will receive a monetary benefit in exchange for his service, as merchants, and benefits will be exercising his professional activity but not leave it. Yet teachers are inclined to live off the money they pay them. The student bar is difficult because many don't want to do it, or not everyone can. But the situation is still complicated, even more since the Dominicans and Franciscans refuse to the dilemma of the salary and see this as begin. Partly helps students, since you don't have to pay a lot. Pope Alexander proclaimed the free education to ensure study the poor, stating that science is a gift of God, and hence the idea of build school next to each cathedral church. The creation of secular school aimed at Americans without rating, according a foreign language, and you open the file between general education and technical training. The most typical complaint occurs in Paris between 1252 and 1259, where spearhead the publication of Guillermo de Saint-Amour, where you talk about the attack of the friars to the students. They accuse the mendicant of violating the university status for reasons such as unfair competition by hurting the students in their classroom, and demand cash for their quarters, since they don't live off wages of their profession. Have students take their vocation occupying to chair when they only awarded one, and continue giving lessons when the university is on strike. Also are accused of heretics, since this goes against the doctrine of Christ, wherein usurped the exclusive functions of the secular ones, such as confessions and preaching, being finally accused of hypocrites in search of pleasure, wealth, and power. Found is best interpreters that beggars were the best teachers, Alberto Magno and Bonaventure and Thomas Aquinas. The first years of Thomas as a teacher, in where Alberto Magno judged his appointment, since his jokes, and character are obstacles, still was appointed and started her lesson. How Bachelor in 1252, under the direction of a Dominican teacher, began reading 2 books of the Bible without adding comments or questions. Slightly read. After 2 years happens to be bachelor, he was sentenced and begins to read the sentence of Peter Lombard. In the course of his life as a bachelor, he said that Thomas' teaching method was a clear, concise, profound, and extraordinary originality that generated sympathy to the students. In the document of Saint Guillermo, talk about revolt that occurred because of the rejection of their high schoolers against having a single chair, and done in order that they would be not accepted in the magisterium, and the teachers who object would be expelled from the class university. When came the announcement to students, they rejected them, and because there was a dead student and several impressioned by the student and Franciscan and Dominicans came together to continue the strikes. William got there with the help of students, right where they were going to cancel off the credits, and any student of you will graduating from the university. Thomas, during this mistake, a book entitled polemically against those who challenge the life, completed 4 years of high school and expressed his philosophical theological competition so exceptional era for great risket represent the undergraduate degree and granted the title of master. However, his that opportunity and currently as a teacher gave their classes too early and continuing bachelor would sentence.